So guys, we're walking across World Trade Center, and few minutes back I was at Wall Street recently. Wall Street, which is quite close by from here, just few steps away. So what I did was I went inside the New York Stock Exchange, viewed it, and made some investment and transfers to the bank agency close to the central bank. So as you know, Wall Street is officially known as the central business district of America. I mean, I can't explain this, I don't know this well, but this is the central business district, and this is the place for business activities, stock exchange, everything. So and as we notice, it's quite tranquil here, and we have a subway station right behind, and there's all the, I'll switch camera and show you. So we have the commercial buildings, and on top we had the world's tallest building in World Trade Center. This tall, reaching a height, poking the sky. So this is not really meant to be a complex vlog or anything, just taking an overview of the city because I've barely done it. So I actually did some work here. The main reason for my travel is for some business work, and because Wall Street is well known for it's one of the best central business districts I know, and because there's lots of activity there, I thought I could take the chance to make some investments, visited a national bank. So there's a lot in this city. It's very lively and very, what else to say, can't think of any other adjectives. So as we're exiting and retreating apart, we notice some spectacular street art among with the dome of the World Trade Center. So this section is full of vibrant street art, various designs and signatures, of course credited by the right individuals. So now we're technically exiting this area and visiting one more monument before I take the subway back to Brooklyn. So as we notice, this is Lower Manhattan. Actually, this is where the kind of the busiest and very dense part of New York, building dense and all. So I'm currently staying in Brooklyn for this short trip before I obviously return and proceed to other parts of US for more work. And here's another spectacular view of the building, the Trade Center building. Not the one, but we have more to come because historically there were a lot of changes and developments within that decade. So the reason why I'm actually not departing now is because I still have stuff to wait for before I go back. In fact, it's still quite early, still have time to kill. That's why I'm here in the town of Broadway. So we're in City Hall Park with this another monumental structure. Most of New York is well known for its historical factors. One thing I saw when I was at Wall Street was the bull, model of a bull. What was the bull called? Because in a stock market there's two concepts. There could be a bull and a bear. A bull is when the stock price increases, and a bear is when it drops. So I got to see the model of a bull, which apparently was put there under discretion until it was disapproved. And once it was disapproved, it was petitioned, and out of public approval they restored it. So that bull is a very, very well-known model of Wall Street, and I'm really sorry I didn't show it. I was too busy. I only got to see it when I finished my work. When I was in a brief interval during my work period. So now here I am exploring this area of Lower Manhattan. So guys, right now we're entering the subway station and on my way back to Brooklyn. So it was quite adventurous, the last journey actually, strangely. Crossing bridges, crossing multiple. But there's still several boroughs of New York to visit, but I'm not sure if I'll get the time because I'm only here for 4 more days and mostly here for important work. Thing is, only in my spare time I actually get to vacation here and have fun here. So that's also a second part of the problem. So let's find the entrance. So now I think the problem with this New York subway is there's several lines and several trains in one line and the right direction. We have to ensure we take the right train number or we'll end up going to a completely different borough. So fortunately with Google Maps and all other apps you have, you can intuitively and easily figure it out without manually having to look at the map and trace the paths. So let's see which one. What is else? So we have to take train number 2 back to Brooklyn. And the station here is quite loud. The subways here are too loud. Can barely hear myself. Brooklyn. Nice and cool.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Alright, off we go. Well, getting gloomy now.
I felt a little bit off. So it wasn't like
So underground subway, so there's enough space in the city without affecting infrastructure. So we're switching boroughs on one subway. Pretty cool. So being quite new to the city, was yet to figure out where places were and how to navigate across. I was confused initially on how to get to work on the first day. Took time, so I was late. Anyway. So now as we see, the subway is taking us back to where I was and where I stopped for my work. I was here since morning, and right now this is the time, and I'm really exhausted. That's why only later in the evening that I get to visit, explore more places and do some more stuff. So okay, I wish I could go back and do some more investments, but no, I need a break. Okay guys, we've just arrived back at Bergen Street Station, 6th Avenue Street. We're walking past by, and we're retreating and returning to actually my apartment, staying with some colleagues. That's what I'm referring to. So yeah, so just a few steps to the apartment is actually an Airbnb, a small room just for us to sleep before it's a short visit though, so it doesn't really matter the goal, and I don't spend much time there anyway. So it's about time for me to get back, then I'll settle down a bit and get some dinner, and that's pretty much about it.